Hey everyone, just figured I would show you some more in depth of the performance pages. I think I included it in one of the other videos, but this will be a little bit shorter just to show you the performance pages and the driver settings. Alright, so just hit Super Track Pack, gets you into that screen. So you can see I have all my driver settings with what I'm currently in. Sport mode setup. This would make it so MDS doesn't activate. It also holds the gears a little higher. I don't know if it does anything else, but so in sport mode, that's by default on. Paddle shift is on in both modes by default. I guess if you were distracted, you wouldn't want that on, maybe, so you don't downshift unintentionally. Traction control, I keep it in normal. It's got a lot of power, so there's really no point to have it off unless you want to do a burnout, in which case you can do that. Or there's also a button for it down there, yeah, right there. So steering is the biggest difference maker, I think. The engine trans one is pretty good too, I guess, because MDS is not fun. But I drive in sport mode, in sport steering as well. I think in my normal mode I have it at normal, or maybe I switched to sport. Comfort is a joke. It feels like you're driving a boat. The Charger has electronic steering, so they can alter it, artificial or not. It does make a difference. Sport mode is much more crisp and heavy, whereas comfort is you have a lot of play on the wheel before it does anything. It feels like I said, a boat, maybe an old Crown Vic, I don't know, but yeah, so you don't want to be in comfort. Other than that, I mean, I'll show you default mode setups too. I'm not sure if these ones unlock after I pass like 500 miles or 1500 miles or something like that. On my Challenger, I could change everything on both. It kind of made it pointless to have the sport mode option, I guess. I mean, quick change between the two, but this one, for some reason, when I click it, it says that you can't change it. I don't know why, but so they gave you sport mode, steering, sport steering, normal steering, comfort steering, or paddle shift on off in the default mode setup. I'm not sure again why it doesn't let you change the other stuff. Other than that, you have launch mode and launch control setup. So you can see right here, it's default, I think 1500. I might have screwed around with it, but it was pretty low, at least to begin. You can slide all the way up, go to 3300 RPMs. That's what it'll hold it at. I've never tried it on this car. I'm not even sure I can try it yet, since I'm under 500 miles, but I tried it on my Challenger several times. I never was able to get it to work, I should say. I thought I activated it, did everything on the screen, comes up on this little screen here, and it just ended up with a burnout. So if it works, it would be pretty cool. I mean, I could have been doing something wrong, but I was trying to follow it as best I could. But so I tried it a couple times. You have to be on a track, really, though, because you want to be able to mash it. So don't do it on a street. No idea what my best time, 0 to 60 time in this thing is. My Challenger RT, I had 5.2 seconds with my best observed time. That was with launch control, though. So I mean, if I had done it without it spinning the wheels, probably would have been better. This one, it's supposed to be in the low 4s, so I would imagine it's possible to get it to the 4.5 range for a normal person. Like I said, it's got a lot of power, so it'll spin the wheels if you don't ease into it, but or get better tires. Let's see what else. Performance pages. Yeah, I showed these pretty much in depth before, but the cars, I'm not driving now, so I'll be able to show it a little better. Car has to be on for it to access these. Maybe the driver settings too, but so time slip, I didn't. I'm not really sure what that is. I guess maybe you just decided to monitor something. That's a blistering quarter mile of 19 seconds. Let's see. There's oil temp. All that. Oh, there's another page up here. Intake, air temp, trans temp. You can take a picture. I believe it'll save it to. Interesting. I do have a USB stick in there, so I'm not really sure why. Oh, that's very cool. But I'm not really sure why it wasn't saving that. I do have a USB stick, and it shouldn't be in protected format, so I'll have to look into that. Look at that. That's cool, though. You get a gauge just like the horsepower thing. Wonder if you got it with all this stuff. Doesn't seem like there's a historic on this one, but info, G-force graphic, all that stuff. Let's see if this picture works. I imagine that wouldn't be grayed out if it was working, but yeah. Again, I'm not really sure why that's not working. I'm gonna have to figure that out. It's a fun screen to drive on. Dyno page I showed you guys before. You can stop, start it up there. Change the time. 90 seconds, 120. So 120 is the max. Gear on, off. That actually changes. It marks a little circle with the gear when it changes on this little graph at the bottom. Other than that, I think that's about it. Let's see. Click to add widget. What do we got? That's cool. Timers. Yeah, all these timers, as I showed you. That's pretty cool. Braking distance, reaction time. I think reaction time. I'm not really sure how it judges it. Maybe time when you take your foot off the brake pedal to gas. Not sure. I don't know how it would know when a light went green. I don't believe I have any sort of cameras in here. Some of them do. Some of them have those sensors with the automatic cruise control, which is very cool, but this does not have that. Alright. Well, I believe that is everything on the performance pages. The SRT pages on the SRT 392 and the Hellcat. Of course, this is a Scat pack. Those are supposed to be better. I'm not really sure what more they would offer, to be honest. I think maybe valet mode might be an SRT or Hellcat specific thing. I hear that you can also get a taser device. It's like probably $300, and you can get those performance pages. I don't screw around with that stuff. I don't want to void any warranties, and I don't want to freeze up the screen. I know a lot of people do the tasers, and they have no problems, so I'm just being overly cautious, but these are expensive to replace, obviously, and if they said that I was the cause of breaking it, then I wouldn't cover it under warranty, so, but, yeah. Anyways, that's about it. Figured I'd show you. This is what I was talking about with the gears. You can see it shifts them there.